everyone, Sharon here from Teal Duck Craft and Sew, and today I'd like to show you how to cast off from the knitting needle. Now, a little bit different here. I have a slightly different pattern showing up, and I want you to notice that there is a pattern. This is called the rib pattern, and for those of you who've been following along with my lessons, Lesson 1 was how to cast on. Lesson 2 was the knit stitch. Lesson 3, the purl stitch. And today I'm going to show you how to cast off. Well, since you know how to knit and purl, what I did here is the rib stitch, which is just simply a combination of knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. And then when you get to the other side, you follow this same exact pattern. And then what happens is you get this nice ribbing effect. So today I'm going to show you now, if you've done some project, how do I get it off my needle so it looks nice on the edge? So what we're going to do is we're going to pay attention to the stitches. And that's why I did this rib stitch here. I wanted to show you that there's 2 different stitches here. So this is going to be a knit stitch. Here's the purl stitch because it's got the little purl at the very bottom, a knit, a purl, a knit, a purl, and so on. We have to pay attention to what stitch is left on my needle here, because that's what we have to stitch before we can start to take it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in here, and since this is the knit, I'm going to knit a stitch. All right. Now I notice the second one is a purl, so I need to bring my yarn towards the person, and I'm going to do a purl stitch. Now that I have 2 loops here on my right hand side, I'm going to take the first loop I made and I'm going to put it over that second loop, and we're going to make a nice little chain to finish off that edge. Now the next one is a knit because I have it in the order. Oops, almost did it wrong. I have to put the yarn behind me. So I'm going to do a knit stitch, and then I'm going to take my second stitch and put it over the first one I just got through doing. See how I did that? All right, now the next is a purl. So purl, the yarn is towards the person, and purl. Take your time when you're casting off because you want to make sure you're matching the stitches. If you don't match what kind of stitch is on the needle, it's not going to give you a very nice edge. All right, so we just did a purl. I'm going to knit, so I have to put the yarn behind. I'm going to knit, and then I'm going to bring it over. I'm forming this nice little chain, and sometimes it's a little tricky. You got to get your fingers in there. There we go. All right. The next stitch is a purl. All right, and take it over. We're taking it all off this needle here. See, I'm doing real tricky here. All right, next one is a knit. See what's happening here? I'm getting this nice finished edge. All right, and I look over here, these are the purls and these are the knits, so I'm making sure I'm doing the correct stitch. So I'm going to knit, then take it off. I'm going to purl, and then take that stitch off. And I don't know if I already mentioned it, but sometimes I need to use a pair of tweezers because I put it on too tight sometimes. All right, knit. Oops, get off of there. And then I'm going to take this one off. So, like I said, this is something I don't do very often, so I'm not super fast at it, which is fine. And then I'm going to purl this last stitch. And then take it off. Oops, come on. let's take this one off. All right, so now I just got through casting off, and you should have this loop left over. All right, so notice my edge. I've got this nice finished edge because I followed the type of stitches I had. So now it looks nice on the edge. All you're going to do with this loop here, you're going to cut off about 4 inches off your tail. You're going to put it on through and make a knot and pull it snug, and then weave the remaining pieces of yarn through your project here. All right, and then you would have that nice finished edge. So once again, please click like and follow and share this video. Remember, I am Sharon from Teal Duck Craft and Sew. You can find me on Etsy, and I have a blog that you can subscribe to, and I'll be putting a lot more how-to videos out there. Thanks for following along.